Hi everyone, my name is Bethan and I'm one of the psychological wellbeing practitioners in the Wellbeing service, and I'm here to talk to you today about another barrier to exercise that we might experience. So we've already done some videos on time, on motivation. What we're going to be talking about today is a really common barrier to exercise and physical activity, which is having an office-based job, having a desk-based job, having a kind of sedentary lifestyle because of the work that we do. Now obviously we spend a lot of our day in work, so if our work demands that we are sat for all that time, that means it can be really difficult to find time to fit in more kind of physical activity, particularly if we do have other sort of commitments outside of work. So we're going to be looking at what can we do to increase our physical activity throughout the day, even if we have a desk-based or an office-based job. So the first thing that can be really useful is to think of ways that we can personally increase that movement by making sure that we're taking breaks away from our desk. So maybe it's that we set an alarm or a timer and we make sure that we are getting up and walking away from the desk every, say, 30 minutes or 60 minutes, whatever kind of works best for you. Just get up, walk around a little bit, have a bit of a stretch. We don't necessarily need to do this for a long time, just for a couple of minutes each hour maybe, like I said, but just taking time to just have a kind of short walk around the room or the office that we're in, have a bit of a stretch, a bit of a shuffle. That's useful in terms of our physical activity, but it's also really helpful for our posture as well. It's better for us to be kind of readjusting through the day and not just sat still throughout the whole day. Another thing that can be helpful is to think about how you might be able to increase your daily steps other ways. So, maybe when you're based in the office, you always take the lift up to your office. Maybe you could try taking the stairs instead. Maybe you could park further away from the building. Now, obviously, if you're working from home, these might not be as useful, but if you are working from an office on a site, maybe in one of the hospitals or something like that, it might be that you can increase those daily steps in those other ways. Another way that you can do it is maybe to have walking meetings as a team. So if you've got a team meeting in your calendar, maybe you can encourage your colleagues to join you for a walk, and you deal with your business walking rather than, as a kind of teams meeting. And if you do have a lunch break, you can equally maybe encourage colleagues to walk with you on your lunch break. So those are just a few tips you might be able to use to just increase that movement when you have an office-based job or a desk-based job, just so that when you finish work, you've already got some steps in, or you've already got some movement in for the day. You maybe don't have to spend as long kind of going to the gym or something like that when you get home. So I hope that's helpful. Please do check out our Barriers to Exercise workshop if you do feel like you need a little bit more guidance with this, or you need to explore some barriers to exercise that are kind of really getting in your way and you feel like you need that peer support to kind of deal with those. Thanks everyone.